I'm happy to have BB back, Brian Branch, that is. I'm happy to have JP back, Josh Pascal back. Um, our defensive line is going to win in the trenches. With Levi, Anzarike, with DJ Reader, with Ali McNeil, with JP coming back, and Zadarius Smith, we're definitely going to win in the trenches and beat out that O line. But however, the Houston Texans is something that you don't want to sleep on. You sleep on the Houston Texans, you're in trouble. You're in for a long game. So we don't need to sleep on them. We need to stay awake, stay very awake, and stay, poised about this game and about this opponent that we're playing in a huge business trip. It's a huge, huge business trip. And need I mind you, for the record, we're just coming off of a 24-14 win against the Green Bay Packers, and we handled business the way we handled business in that game. Even without Brian Branch, we did things that winning teams do in the trenches, even through the trenches, even through losing a player that we love, that we definitely count on when we need an impact play. We showcased impact plays on defense. We showcased how to make stops on 3 and out. There were times where the Green Bay Packers was moving the ball down the field and getting to the red zone, but immediately we stopped them. So that's good for us as a defense, and the consistency is key for us in this game against the Houston Texans. And like I said before, do not sleep on CJ Stroud. Do not sleep on Joe Mixon. Do not sleep on Nico Collins. Do not sleep on any of the guys that they have as offensive weapons in this game, because they are the opponents in this game for Week 10. And, they're scary good. They're scary good on defense. They're scary good on defense. They can be scary good on special teams. Sleep on them if you want to, because they'll make it a long game. They'll make it a very long game for you. You let Joe Mixon get carries and get yards, long game. If you let Nico Collins, beat you with the catches that he want to get and the mismatch that you throw at him, it's going to be a long game. If you let Tank Dell get, a whiff of the ball, then it's going to be a long game for you. But other than that, I'm confident in us winning in the trenches and stopping the run and stopping the pass and getting 3 and outs. That's what I'm confident in. And yes, it's not Madden, because this is real life. This is reality. So stopping 3 and outs can be very impossible at some times. But you got to have 3 and outs. You got to make stops. You got to make pass deflections. You got to make sacks, hurries, pressures, make him drop back, make him get scared. You know what I'm saying? Even if he does drop back, and the pocket collapses, he could run out the pocket and get a first down at any given moment. So CJ Stroud is a guy that can not only play with his arm, but he can play with his legs. He's very mobile. So watch out for that as a defense. And knowing us as a defense, we had trouble with mobile. We had trouble with mobile quarterbacks every single time. Even last season, we had trouble with that. So this is, one of those mobile quarterbacks that you got to keep an eye on and make sure he don't get out the pocket. So make sure he stays in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So make sure he stays in the pocket, get to the pocket, and, get there and sack him, stop him. Get there and stop Joe Mixon, stop him in the backfield, make him lose yardage. But other than that, like I said, we got 9 games. We got 9 games left of Detroit Lions football. We got 9 games left, to show who we are and what we're made of as a team, And like I said, offensively, I'm not worried about J-Mo. I'm not worried about us offensively, because I know we can get the job done offensively. I know that JG's going to trust J-Mo with the deep ball. I know Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to get the touches that he wants. I know Sam Laporta is going to be highly effective in this game. Brock Wright, he's going to be highly effective in this game, being the blanket that he is, the security blanket that he is for JG. Jahmyr Gibbs, he was a little dinged up last game too. Again, a little dinged up, but he continued to play, so he'll play Sunday. David Montgomery, Knuckles, you ain't got nothing to worry about him, although he has to hold on to the ball, and stay close to the ball and, keep the ball close to him, because if you don't keep the ball close to you, it's going to pop out. Need I mind you, remember the game where we played against the Minnesota Vikings and we were supposed to, close out the game, and we still closed out the game and managed to get, a field goal to win the game from Jake Bates, but we were supposed to close the game out and get first downs, and David Montgomery happened to fumble the ball, and Ivan Pace Jr. picked up the ball and ran it in as a touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings. But then again, we got back up on the field, and we got calm, cool, collective, and took the ball down the field and scored a field goal to win the game. But then again, like I said, we just gotta stay close. He just gotta stay close to the ball and keep his hands on the ball, keep two hands on the ball, and just don't lose it. Have some strength, the strongness to keep the ball. But then again, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of work for us. We got our work cut out for this game. Week 10, huge game, 9 games left in the season, and in order to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And in order to get all the way to the mountaintop and make it to the NFC Championship game, you got to get that first round bye first. Keep that first seed in the conference. Keep that first place in the North Division, and keep on winning. You know what I'm saying? Because once you continue to win, you're going to get to the mountaintop. And when you get to the mountaintop, you play against the champions. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I want the champs. That's who I want. I want Kansas City. Nothing more, nothing less. Even in the Super Bowl, I want them. I want to play against them. And even if we don't get a chance to play against them, I want that title. You know what I'm saying? This is what motivates these guys. These guys are playing for a chance to get to the Super Bowl in February. They're not just playing for a chance to have a first seed. They're not playing just for that chance of that. They're not just playing for that chance of making the NFC Championship game. They're playing for that chance of making the Super Bowl. And November, December games really dictate off that too, in the second half of the season. So in order to do that, you got to play great football, stellar football in the second half of the season, and just, don't take your foot off the gas. If you put your foot on the gas and keep going and stay pedal to the metal, everything's possible. So, just 4 quarters of hard work, countless possessions of hard work, great snaps from great players from us productively, defense, special teams, offensively. It's going to be creative for us out there. So I'm ready for this game. It's going to be a primetime game, Sunday night. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth on the call, NBC. Ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't nothing like it. And as I turn my head, I'm watching Woodward Sports Network. So big shout out to Woodward Sports Network. Big shout out to Made in Detroit for the, BB t-shirt when he flipped off the Packers. Fuck the Packers. FTP, fuck them. But yeah, that t-shirt was just creative, man. I love the fact that t-shirt was made for us. And I love the fact that the boys was rocking it. That's when you have great chemistry as a team in the locker room as a whole and say, look, that's my brother. So you look at this team as a brotherhood. You look at this team as a family. And Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes assembled guys that look after each other. And this team is always going to ride together. And you got to love this 2024 Detroit Lions team. But then again, man, big shout out to Made in Detroit. Big shout out to Woodward Sports Network. Big shout out to Easy. That's my guy for life. Big shout out to a lot of those sports, platforms like me who are Detroit made wants to see this team go far and beyond, and exceed the expectations that we exceed. You could talk about it all day long about, oh, we're going to be in the championship. No, you gotta show it. Actions speak louder than words. If you don't want to put in the work that you want to put in to go to where you want to go, then you're a lazy team. And this team is not lazy. These guys want to play football all day. They want to go out there and play football until it's like what, midnight. So, with that being said, let the games begin and let's take on any challenge that's coming in our way. So, yeah, let's keep it going. All right. But make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Chicken Nugget King 313. I'm at 255 subscribers. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for pressing that subscription button. man, without you, I'm nothing, man. Without you, there is no Chicken Nugget King. Without you, there is no 255 subscribers, man. So keep on subscribing, keep on, commenting and liking and sharing and showing that love, man. Because I'm gonna show love back. And hey, the journey to the top starts here. It starts now. Zadarius Smith debut. J Mo coming back. Hey, it's a beautiful time to be a Lions fan, man. Hey, one pride. Let's go. Chicken Nugget King 313 out. And this is episode 21. Yes, I had some rust on me because the last episode I did was like a rant about the NFC Championship game. That was episode 20. This is episode 21. Yeah, episode 21, man. So make sure you watch closely and get ready for that because it's going to be a lot more of where that came from in the Chicken Nugget King 313 Sports Podcast Show. It's going to be so many episodes coming your way. Definitely it's a good time for me to pick up right where I left off. And, hey, let's go get a win. Let's go get a dub. Chicken Nugget King out. One pride, Detroit.